Please rise if you are able. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome graduates, family, friends, and honored guests to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Vivek Goel. It's my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor and to join the Chancellor in presiding over today's ceremony where we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. Thank you to Michael Klein, our anthem singer. As we begin today's celebration, I want to acknowledge that Convocation is a special time for our community. I ask that we all remain respectful of this celebration and of each other during our time together. To our graduates, today we recognize your hard work and dedication. You will cross the stage today having gained more than the lessons learned in the classroom or library. You have built relationships and made positive contributions to the university and our surrounding community. I also want to acknowledge that our world has faced some big challenges over the last few years. Global issues continue to affect our community in different ways and have played a part in shaping your experiences here. Through it all, you demonstrated resilience and perseverance. These attributes will serve you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. Today's celebration is based on tradition. The Haudenosaunee peoples also have a rich and vibrant culture that embraces knowledge sharing. As such, it is important to reflect and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo's campuses in Waterloo, Kitchener, and Cambridge are situated on the Haldimand Tract, land 6 miles on each side of the Grand River, granted to the Haudenosaunee of 6 nations. The land inside and surrounding the Haldimand Tract, including our Stratford campus, is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee. I also acknowledge and recognize this area is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis groups. As part of today's ceremony, a number of Indigenous components play a prominent role. Their inclusion reflects our commitment to truth and reconciliation. Our Eagle staff led our procession ahead of our mace. The mace is a traditional symbol of European origins, while the Eagle staff reflects the wisdom, strength, and honor of those that carry it in representation of nations across Turtle Island. The Chancellor and I are also proud to wear Indigenous beading on our regalia and are grateful to Marilyn Sutherland, a Cree master beader from Kitchener, for her work in adorning our robes. We will start this ceremony with a special Indigenous opening. It is my privilege to welcome the Cedar Hill Singers and Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper. As they make their way to the stage, I would like to extend a special thank you. Elder Henry provides a special Indigenous opening and closing to all of our ceremonies. His words serve an important role in the reconciliation process, and I've seen the impact they have on our graduates, our guests, and our university. Elder Henry.
Bujo, Anishna. As Gladwin is now hosted the Eagle Staff, it means we can start our celebration. What you seen him do before he posted the Eagle Staff, he put a little bit of tobacco into the stand, and that's to honor those veterans who came forward and fought for our country, all the leaders that would stand up for the rights that we have as Canadians. But on the Eagle Staff, it also reflects an important part of Indigenous history, the times that weren't so nice for Indigenous people, the times that we lived through, seeing hardship within First Nation communities. We're all aware of the residential schools. We're aware of probably the 60s scoop where they took children from their homes and put them in places where they couldn't practice their culture and language. You're probably now becoming aware of the murdered and missing women plight that we face, and even today they're finding bodies of women in the landfill sites in Winnipeg area today. Also, so many other things that this history still has to acknowledge before we can move forward. So with that exact movement of posting that Eagle Staff, it starts a process that we can move forward. The drum you heard was also very important. The song, I don't know if you felt it in your heart when that drum was sounding. It's the sound of our Mother, the Earth. If you kind of listen to the land that we live on, there's a heartbeat within the earth. And that heartbeat is the one that creates our water, our food, our medicine. And so when we think about the importance of our Mother, the Earth, we have to remember that we have to treat her with respect and honor. Water is sacred, land is sacred, medicines are sacred. We need to make sure we remember that. So Cedar Hill carries that message every time they sing a song. But they also carry another message that I'd like to have you remember. You all have people that have lived on this earth and now maybe have moved on to Creator's world. Your grandmas, your grandpas, your family members, whoever they may be. They also want to celebrate with you on this day. Just because they're with Creator right now, they still want to send those messages of love to you, inspiration, and help you go through the life that you're living. Now that they're in our thoughts and our minds, they can be a part of our gathering today in the celebration that we're here to celebrate with. So we want to think about those ancestors, those beautiful loved ones who probably we wish they were here, but they are in spirit. So they helped us through and helped you get to where you are at this time. So we think about them on a special occasion. And the only reason I'm bringing up the residential school and other kind of negative thoughts is unless we know where we came from, we know the true history, then we won't know how to go forward because we don't have that reference to get better. And that's really what those stories are meant to do tonight, just to remind us that we can be better and we will be better as long as we know the truth. And that's what comes with truth and reconciliation. Your university has made a major, major commitment to reconciliation. We have a lot of work to do, but we have to find the truths first. And then when we do that, we can start moving forward strategically, and all the students will benefit because when you're in your professions, you will have that basic understanding to grow this country in a better way. So I want to acknowledge the leadership for all that they've done, the staff, the faculty, for wanting to learn and unlearn many things, but we'll do this together. So I'm looking forward to crossing the stage to this evening, and we can share this moment together for the first time that Native people can celebrate with you, and we will tonight. Miigwech, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you across the stage.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Elder Henry, and thank you to the Cedar Hill Singers. You have become and are a very important part of the culture of Convocation. We appreciate you sincerely. All right, this is the evening ceremony, and most of you, all of you, are getting ready to continue the celebrations late into the night. But we've got a few things to do first. We got to get you a diploma or a degree, and
and then we'll get you off to the big celebrations. Graduates, families, friends, supporters, what a joy it is to see all of you gathered here to celebrate, candidly, one of life's most meaningful milestones. Class of 2025, a big congratulations to all of you. Well done. I'm Jagdeep Singh Bachair, and it's been the honor of my life to serve as the 12th Chancellor here at the University of Waterloo. Thank you very much. I appreciate learning from our Indigenous elders, and Elder Henry leads this all the time for us and all the communities that are involved. But it is an important reminder to us that our work here at Waterloo, by learning these lessons, should lead to a sustainable world for future generations. And please keep that at the back of your mind as you think about the future. Now, my connection to this great university goes back more than 30 years. It's kind of hard for me to even use those numbers because most of you are not even thinking 30 years ahead from now. But Waterloo is candidly the place where I earned all of my 3 degrees. More importantly, it's also where I had my mind opened up. And I started to believe that anything was possible. Whenever I return to this campus, it truly feels like coming home. Not just because my parents still live here after 37 years, but also when I get a cup of Tim Hortons coffee in my hand, it makes me feel warm and excited about Waterloo. My family emigrated here to Canada 37 years ago, almost exactly, from Nigeria. And at the consulate in Lagos, my father asked the immigration officer, where should we go in Canada? My son needs to go to engineering school. My daughter needs to go to medical school. Sounds familiar to some parents in here. Simple, the officer said. Waterloo. He was from Waterloo. And that was it. A few months later, the 4 of us landed in Canada. 2 days after that, I started my mechanical engineering undergrad here at the University of Waterloo, and I was all of 15 years old. That immigration officer, now when I look back, changed the course of my life, someone I've never even met. But that immigration officer also changed the course of my family's life. What I learned in Waterloo is that Waterloo is a place of change and innovation. You talk about it all the time. But it's also a place of new, bold beginnings. Now, what supercharges these bold or new, bold beginnings? I think it's curiosity. That means wonder. It means asking audacious questions of yourself and of others. And then you keep asking, what if? Curiosity, I think, as I reflect on my past, it's my own superpower. Simple, but true. Curiosity is really what powered me through my studies on and off campus. Curiosity is what took me from mechanical engineering to management sciences, and then to a PhD in management sciences, and then into finance and the workforce, and here I am today. It's also what led me to ask a person I admired if he would mentor me, someone who came to my class to give a speech. And more than 30 years later, he still gives me great advice regularly. In my current day job, this might be interesting for those of you adventuring into the finance world, I serve as the Chief Investment Officer of the University of California. And I look at the things we have done over the last 11 years. I feel like curiosity has really been the key reason why we've been able to double our investment portfolio to close to $192 billion over these 11 years, with a very small team of 48 people when I started and 48 people today. Curiosity means I'm always learning. And why I believe I will keep learning for the rest of my life. And that's why it's so much fun to be Chancellor and come back to school again. But also, to be very clear though, as an investor we talk about risk. All of you in finance have taken courses in risk. Curiosity is also taking risks. I think that not taking risks is really the biggest risk of all. Because candidly, the world will pass you by. Graduates, frankly, you've lived through 5 years of head-spinning change. You came in during a global pandemic, which we didn't know how to deal with. We weren't expecting to have any war, and we ended up having a few wars. Elections we thought happened one way, and we've seen some interesting elections around the world. We've had climate shocks. And then all of a sudden, in the last 2 years, we've had the rise of artificial intelligence. Don't be scared. More than you, I keep reminding myself of that. But it seems to be true. Embrace the new possibilities that come, and they are immense. Because if you don't, like I said, the world will pass you by, and you don't want that to happen. But the fact still remains that the world is fundamentally different than when the class of 2025 enrolled. Now, in the last year, I've had the chance to meet alumni and lots of students, and this week I've had the opportunity to meet many graduates. It makes me really proud to be the Chancellor of the University of Waterloo. I see all of you super smart, super talented, but I see something else. I also see your courage at times like this. I see the courage to stand up for what's right, to challenge the status quo, to be kind when it's easier not to be, and to choose inclusion, humility, and decency, even when the world, or maybe just your southern neighbor, doesn't always reward those things. Look, these are my Sikh values. These are Canadian values. These are human values. These are Waterloo values. And in the years ahead, I urge you, do not compromise on your values. Because here's the thing. There will be moments when you are asked to. When it would be easier for you to just go along, to stay quiet, and to follow rather than lead. But I promise you that the world needs leaders who are bold and principled, who innovate not just for profit, but for purpose. We need people who will bring people together, not push them apart. Now, you may not know exactly where your path leads you from here. That's perfectly okay. When I left this campus, I didn't know either. I just knew I was ambitious, and I wanted to do big things, and I wanted to succeed. And I was just curious what success would look like for me. Graduates, whether you go on to build startups, in your case, maybe even become CEOs of insurance companies, whether you write, teach, you train new intelligence models on how to do finance and accounting, or you even end up caring for others or serving in public office. The reality of it is you will shape the future. You may go on to earn other degrees. I hope you do. Waterloo would be grateful for that. One of you may become Prime Minister of Canada. After all, there is a term limit. Some of you could win a Nobel Prize. There is one in economics. Some may even become billionaires with your next great startup that you create. I'm confident one of you is going to be the next chancellor. But far more important than what you achieve is how you achieve it. My hope is that you never forget the community that raised you, that you stay connected to this university, and that you act as a University of Waterloo ambassador wherever you go proudly, that you give back, that you lift others up, that you save lives, and that when you measure your success, you don't do it just in titles and in dollars, but in the lives you end up touching. Just be inspiring. And while today is absolutely your moment, there is no questions about it, I don't want you to forget the people who helped you get here. They are seated all around you. They're cheering for you. They're all the way from here to here. They're all online watching anxiously for you to walk up on stage. And they're just thrilled. Be grateful. Be grateful for your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your mentors, your friends, and your partners. And I'm sure you're going to take a lot of selfies and celebrate, but make sure you enjoy the moment today, because it's going to be one of the happiest days of your life. There's nothing better to share happiness with those that you love. Graduates, you are ready. You have what it takes. You're stepping into a world full of complexity, but also full of hope, if you dare to shape it. I believe you will shape it. At Waterloo, we say that you are all inventors of the future. You are leaders of tomorrow. You are truly ambassadors of something bigger than yourselves. So, be curious. And remember that childhood wonder that got you here to study what you did? Keep your childhood wonder alive for the rest of your life. You make all of us super proud. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to welcome Ken Wetzel, Professor Emeritus, School of Accounting and Finance, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Dr. Ranjini Jha. For her students, Professor Jha injected memorable career-defining experiential finance courses into the curriculum. The Student Investment Fund and the University of Waterloo Student Venture Fund, enabling students' success in investment banking, venture capital, and consulting. She has guided and mentored countless students, particularly female students seeking careers in finance. Thanks to Professor Jha's foundational leadership, student venture fund teams have won the Canadian Venture Capital Investment Competition an unprecedented 6 straight times, 2020 to 2025. And the Student Investment Fund teams have won the Chartered Financial Analyst Institute's Global Research Challenge twice. For the School of Accounting and Finance, she served as Associate Director of the finance area for 7 years, 2010 to 2017. She has also utilized her investment expertise as a member of the University of Waterloo's Pension and Benefits Committee. Professor Jha served as a director and treasurer of the Northern Finance Association from 2013 to 2017. In venture capital, she serves as director and treasurer of the Golden Triangle Angel Network in Kitchener-Waterloo. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding accomplishments in finance education, I ask you to present the title of Distinguished Professor Emerita upon Dr. Ranjini Jha.
I am honored to confer upon you, Ranjini Jha, the title of Distinguished Professor Emerita. I extend my sincere congratulations on behalf of the entire Waterloo family.
It is my pleasure to welcome Frank Hayes, Associate Professor from the School of Accounting and Finance.
Mr. Chancellor, it's my great pleasure to present Mr. Tim Jackson. Tim is a graduate of the University of Waterloo, Bachelor of Arts, Honors Accounting, and was on the 1992 Uniform Final Examination Honor Roll of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Ontario. Tim started his career at Price Waterhouse. He then went on to serve as a CFO and acting CEO of Pickstream Inc., and was responsible for negotiating its successful sale to Cisco Systems in 2000. He was a co-founder and partner at Tech Capital Partners and is currently president and CEO of Shed Canada. Tim is heavily involved in technology innovation startups and social impact investing, as he has led the Accelerator Center, and he had a leadership role at the Mars Discovery District, one of the world's largest innovation hubs. He has also led numerous community initiatives, including Communitech and the Kitchener-Waterloo Community Foundation. He co-founded Social Venture Partners in 2010, an organization that engages philanthropists while building the capacity of local charities in the region. As a result, Tim received the City of Waterloo's highest civic honor, the Waterloo Award, as well as receiving the Caring Canadian Award from the Governor General of Canada. On the professional national stage, Tim led a transformational task force to review and modernize education in the accounting profession. In 2009, he received the prestigious FCPA designation, the highest honor designated by the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario. He held the position of Vice President University Relations here at the University of Waterloo for 3 years. He was on the Board of Governors for 5 years, and he was chair of the Student Venture Fund Investment Committee for 7 years. He's also been supportive of the School of Accounting and Finance experiential activities, including the Student Investment Fund and the Student Venture Fund. As a result, he was recognized with the school's fellowship in 2005 and the Alumni Achievement Award in 2016. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of Tim Jackson's achievements in entrepreneurship, his contributions to the growth of the region's startup ecosystem, his leadership in the accounting profession, his championship of student initiatives, and his role as a community builder, I request that you bestow the title Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, upon Mr. Tim Jackson.
First of all, Tim, when I grow up, I want to be like you. But I'm truly honored to confer upon you, Tim Jackson, the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. I extend my sincere congratulations on behalf of the University of Waterloo. Well done. Great. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much to the University of Waterloo. I care so deeply about this institution, and that's what makes today so special for me. I am particularly honored to be sharing the stage with Ranjini. Many of the things that were mentioned in my citation, she and I have been partners in crime, and so a real honor to be sharing the stage with you tonight, Ranjini. I have been very, very lucky throughout my career to merge two things. First is to do work in a variety of sectors and organizations that I found both stimulating and challenging, but also to spend a great deal of time volunteering to support things that are important to me and to the communities in which I found myself. The fact that I was able to do both of these things, I think, is a specific result of the foundation that I received here at the University of Waterloo, and specifically at the School of Accounting and Finance. Yes, I received a great education that provided me with the skills and competencies to help me with a professional career. But just as important was the support I received from my activities outside the classroom. I got very involved in student government, and the School of Accounting and Finance went out of its way to help me defer exams, postpone assignments, and even at one point take a full year leave of absence in order to pursue my interests outside the classroom. I have always appreciated the sense that I had that the school was just as supportive of those activities as it was of my academic journey. And that leads me to why I'm so pleased to be here at this specific convocation and to issue a challenge to all of you. I believe, because of your specific field of study, you have a unique opportunity to have an impact on the communities and the broader world in which you find yourselves. My entry into the world of volunteering was a direct result of my accounting background. I was specifically identified by organizations and asked to join audit committees or finance committees because of the specific things that I had studied. In my experience, nonprofit organizations and charitable organizations are always looking for people with financial acumen, and that's something all of you now possess. And so my specific challenge to each of you is this. It's to take what you've learned here at the University of Waterloo and to use it for the greater good. But I don't mean that you wait until you're well into your careers. I mean that you start today. You may be tempted to say, it's too early, I don't have enough experience, or I'm too early in my journey to add value. But I very much disagree. Perhaps next spring you decide to volunteer at a tax center, helping people who need help with their tax returns but can't afford an accountant. Perhaps you help a community foundation that is trying to do a financial assessments of potential grantees to make sure they're financially stable. Perhaps you join the board of directors or an audit committee or a finance committee of an organization. Or perhaps you step up and volunteer to be treasurer. What I'd ask each of you to do later today is to set a calendar reminder for 1 year from today, so that on June 12th, 2026, you get a reminder to ask yourselves to look back and reflect on what you've done in the first year since you convocated. And I ask you to do this for two reasons. The first is I think you have something very, very tangible to give from this day forward. And the second is because I think executive directors and CEOs of our nonprofit and charitable sector need our support, because I believe the folks that are taking on those roles are just as talented as the people who are leading our for-profit entities, but they've made a decision to take their skills and talents and do something to change the world versus focus on profit. And therefore, I believe all of us have an obligation to support those leaders. And so I hope your journey starts with a 1 year challenge. And for many of you, you will go on to very successful careers in which perhaps volunteering is a small part of what you do every year. For others, maybe you end up like me, where you're now leading a national charity and spending all of your time taking the business acumen you developed and using it to help a charitable organization. What I would ask is that 1 year from today, that you send me a message. Send me an email, send me a message on LinkedIn. I would love to know what you've been up to in the past year. And I would love nothing more than for my inbox to be full of messages from all of you sharing how you've helped the communities that you're going on to find yourselves within. This is an incredible institution that helped shape my journey and my career. I know it will have the same impact on you. And I can think of no better way that you could express your gratitude than using what you have learned here to improve the lives of the people in the communities which you will find yourselves. Thank you so much for letting me share your celebration this evening. Thank you.
Well, this is a couple of acts to follow. What an honor. My name is Catherine Atchison. I am honored to be here today on behalf of Dean Alexi Chuyap. Today is special for all of us, for you, the graduates, for your families and friends, and for your faculty and staff you have worked alongside for these last few years. It is a day of pure joy and celebration. For all of you new bachelors, masters, it marks the end of a rich and unique phase of your life and the beginning of the next one. Thank you for sharing this part of your journey with us. You've had ups and downs and spin-arounds. No one starts university loving group work, or standing up in front of the class, or talking to your prof about an extension that you need for a reason that nobody understands, least of all you. But you did those things, and you made new friends, discovered new perspectives and ideas, and found new ways to work with others for your success, their success, and our success. You learned to ask for help and to give help to others. You found the free food and the shortest route and the best coffee, and you told your friends. You made this place your own, and it will always be better because you have been here, grown here, laughed here, cried here, and learned here. You have learned here. The learning, research, and teaching, the motivated actions of your heart, your mind, and body that you have participated in the last several years play a crucial role in what we are as a university and as a community. As a university and as a community, we are committed to a rich, diverse, and beautiful future for us all. This is echoed in Waterloo's Global Futures vision and the Faculty of Arts strategic plan theme, A Future for Humanity. Right now, we are all poised between this moment and that future. There are many challenges to come. We believe in you. We believe that together we can embrace those challenges, transform them into opportunities, growing joy and love as we go. It is not going to be easy, but you're here today because you know how to do hard things, and you are now ready to go forth and help others do them too. I'm going to leave us with a quotation from The Fire Next Time by the great James Baldwin. In our time, as in every time, the impossible is the least one can demand. You have done many things in the last few years that you never dreamed were possible, so let's keep doing it. Nothing less is good enough. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, I now request that you confer the degrees upon the graduates of the Faculty of Arts.
Would the members of the graduating class please rise up? Mr. Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome your class valedictorian, Matthew Jones, to the podium to address our graduating class.
Good evening, Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, faculty, staff, friends and family, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. It's an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this milestone together, a moment that's been years in the making. I remember the exact moment I received my offer to join the University of Waterloo's School of Accounting and Finance. It was March 16th, 2020. I rushed down the stairs, beyond excited to share the good news with my parents, as I expect many of you also did. But almost as quickly as that joy set in, so did the uncertainty. Just days before that acceptance arrived, the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns had begun. Instead of celebrating with friends or picturing ourselves walking through campus, we were refreshing news updates, adjusting to lockdown, and wondering what university would even look like for us. At a time in our life when the direction was supposed to be clear, the way ahead changed day to day. And yet, here we are. When the world felt distant, we found ways to connect. That summer, before we even set foot on campus, we turned to social media, filling group chats with usernames instead of student numbers, and meeting our future classmates over text instead of tutorials. At the time, they were just names on a screen. People we didn't know if we'd ever get the chance to meet in person. But as time passed, those same names became the familiar faces we'd see first in breakout rooms, then in study sessions, and eventually, in real life, walking through Hagee Hall. Over the last 5 years, we, the class of 2025, have watched the world change at breakneck speed. AI has gone from a futuristic concept to something that we use every day, or at least I know I do. Global conflicts have challenged our sense of stability, and economic uncertainty has shaped the way that we look at our future careers. The world didn't slow down to make things easier for us. It continued to change rapidly, forcing us to adapt just as quickly. What's defined our time here isn't just how much the world has changed. It's how we showed up for each other through it all. We've pulled each other through late-night work sessions, where group projects somehow turned into tests of both patience and diplomacy. We've shared the unspoken bonds of co-op struggles, from rewriting resumes to endlessly overanalyzing interviews to refreshing Waterloo Works just one time too many. For all of this, we found support in the little things. A classmate sharing their notes, a friend talking us down after a rough midterm, or a mentor who always knew exactly what we needed to hear. This school has challenged us academically, professionally, and personally. We've had to think on our feet, adapt quickly, and find ways to stand out in a room full of equally ambitious people. What has truly defined this experience isn't just the challenges we faced, it's the people we faced them with. The success of this class has never been just an individual achievement. It's been a driving force pushing each of us to work harder, aim higher, and take on challenges we might not have otherwise. Time and time again, we've seen how one person's win has inspired the next, creating a ripple effect that lifts us all. It's that culture of shared ambition, encouragement, and support that makes SAF special. A rising tide lifts all boats, and throughout our time here, we have proven that success isn't a solo pursuit. It's something we build together. As we head into the next chapter, I hope we hold on to that. Keep your connections close, support the people around you, and trust that no matter where you go next, we will face a future with the skills, community, and resilience to take on whatever comes our way. The world will keep changing fast, but so will we, lifting each other up along the way. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Let's give it up one more time for Matthew. That was a great speech. My name is Lucas Ferfaro. I'm going to be reading all of the names as the graduates cross the stage. I'm honored to be doing so. But before we begin, I'd like to share a few brief housekeeping notes just to keep the ceremony running smoothly. To our guests, we kindly ask that you remain in your seats as your graduate crosses the stage. Professional photographers are here getting a bunch of pictures taken of every single graduate along their way across the stage and back to their seat. You will have ample opportunity afterwards for more pictures on the BMH green. To our graduates, this is your moment. Enjoy it as you cross the stage. Wave, look at the cameras, find your family and wave. It's your moment. Enjoy it. We will begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees one at a time, followed by our masters 3 at a time, and our baccalaureates 1 at a time. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's my pleasure to present the graduating class for the Faculty of Arts. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Yixing Cha. Dr. Yi-Fei Kwang. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Accounting. Ajwad Musharraf. For the Master of Taxation, Mr. Chancellor, Amber Yu Ming, Kevin Preet Singh Hans. Isin Hu. German Mangat. Caleb Kalapsu. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Accounting and Financial Management Honors Program. Irene Abel. Talal Abu Khalil. Fazi Mustafa Abu Mishraf. Muhammad Abu Baker. Obafemi Adepojo. Anika Nawar Ahmed. Fazilat Akram. Nuwair Akram. Jana Alborno. Andrew Hendrick Ullman. Shanna Jerusha Andrew. Muhammad Ismail Anwar. Saruja Aruna Jiri. Amr Atwal. Justin Singh Atwal. Justin Au Young. Ilhan Bade. Ali Badr. Sarah Kristen Baker. Shakti Balakrishnan. Shamoil Baldiwala. Shane K. Balkaran. Harman Singh Bhartia. Shiranjeev Singh Beniwal. Nicholas Bentvelsen. Mohitreet Singh Bangu. Mara Beatier. Emily Catherine Boychuk. Jennifer Baravi Brindaban. Jessica Heather Bruce. Amy Tsao. Jesse Antonio Carvalho. Casey Chor Q Chang. Abdullah Chowdhury. Bruce Xiao Yao Chen. Pin Swan Chen. Chanrun Chen. Sophie Shu Ya Chen. Timothy Chen. Xiaojia Chen. Yanting Chen. Ian Chung. Elsa Chi. Albert Choi. Connor Ho Ken Chung. Diane Chung. Justin Chung. Danielle Chung. John Paul Kubilia. Sahej Dadra. Adam Daji. Junhao Deng. Thomas Dent. Kitandeep Dhaliwal. Jennifer Dong. Riley Dong. Rafael De Sousa. Ryan Duong. Manny Imadian. Aaron Emmanuel.
Quick. I want to thank my family.
Told him to be quick. Grace Van. Sherry Fan. Wei Jun Feng. Avery Andrea Frank. Courtney Elizabeth Fritz. Bingzi Fu. Leon Fu. Richard Gao. Jingyi Gi. Nicola Gilio. Maynard Espina Gonzalez. Jazz Karen Singh Greywall. Michelle Guan. Sanshit Guglani. Jiawei Gui. Shi Wei Guo. Hyunyan Han. Rashid Haq. Yvonne Hay. Adam Honyak. Chae Yun Hong. Irene Hu. Vivian Huang. I don't know how that happened. Let's fix it real quick. Wan Xin Huang. Albert Huynh. Drishti Jawani. Chirag Deepak Jagwani. Aryan Jain. Jingyu Jia. Han Jiang. Yan Jin. Ilhan Giovanni. Matthew Owen Jones. Miguel Jose. Ruben Matthew Joseph. Sadella Camille. Rebecca Kang. Wen Xian Kang. And he fixed the hood. Let's go. Nipun Kapoor. Onat Karakan. Aradhna Karwal. Alexander Kistoris. Mehek Kaur. Daniel Kazimi. Iman Khalid. Ranataha Amjad Khan. Vani Kare. Brandon Kim. Alina Kim. Jonathan Matthew Coe. Mayank Kohli. Saramia Kurapati. Vishnu Kurapati. Eddie Lai. Allison Cynthia Lykin. Henry Chahan Lam. Chinto Lau. Angelica Lee. Jojo Lee. Sarah Ellen Lee. Matthew Ho Chung Lung. Albert Wing Kit Lee. Eileen Lee. Gloria Lee. Kristen Lee. Maria Lee. Sheldon Yi Feng Lee. Yitao Lee. Xinjie Lin. Zakai Lin. Frederick Hong Sheng Liu. Ting Ting Liu. Ziting Liu. Ying Luan. Jacqueline Wee. Stephen Lum. Gordon Liu. Kenjin Mahajan. Alan Mack. Asher Mack. Connor Mack. Yash Makin. Om Shri Manjunathan. Ivyawan Manocha. Kira Roshin Mantle. Michael Mao. Alexander Mark. Jasdeep Singh Matharu. Neil Mathur. Adi Mehta. Matthew Jacob Merrick. Gabriel Millar. Michael Wilfred Milovic. Nolan David Misa. Ian Mizgala. Davina Mohabir. Fatima Nadir. Durkananta Kumaran. AJ Narayan. Audrey Hope Navarro. Donald Evan Ng. Vincent Kai Nguyen. Min Nguyen. Shaista Nouri. Gabriel Oliveros. Ethan Orr. Aryan Pahuja. Srinika Palaparti. Andrew Wade Su Pang. Disha Krishnakant Parekh. Hitansh Parikh. Anush Patel. Shintan Patel. Dara Patel. Jasmita Patel. Krupa Patel. Ria Patel. Yasvi Patel. Jiayan Emily Peng. Rahul Prakash. Rahul Puri. Saad Kaiser. Sarah Kasimi. Mujtaba Tara Qureshi. Rabia Atlaf. Mahira Raja. Alini Ramos Gabesh. Yaya Rao. Hadi Rasul. Nikhil Nirmal Ritisar. Ananya Ray. Ayan Arindam Ray. Ariba Raza. Shrung Hazel Ren. Aditya Vikram Sekprakash. Bhavneet Sangha. Michael Joshua Sesmito. Akshita Saxena. Rachel Seelman. Shyam Siralin. Mitini Selvaratnam. Ahalya Santhurin. Shilp Shah. Alicia Sharma. Rachel Shen. Iris Yu. Pragya Shrestha. Mohammed Ansab Siddiqui. Sebastian Sierra. Boris Simonich. Aryan Singh. Ramneep Singh. Sahaj Singh. Mahati Siva Ramakrishnan. Agrim Siwach. Alexandra Christina Smith. Julia Ling Smith. Chunkin Garrett So. Mateus Soto. Lauren Haniel Subramaniam. Ashwin Suresh Chandra. Akshat Suri. Abdullah SLC Sayed. Sana Sayed. Joanne Minhui C. Gabriella Ching Wai Tan. Brandon Tan. Alexander Oracian Texan. Kajishin Devanthiran. Amar Muhammad Tolba. William Tung. Sangeetu Kayakumar. Srihita Sai Visors. Manan Vig. Prajivan Vijay Arangan. Cynthia Vilvaraja. Vishakaran Vinayagamurthy. Braden Marcus Anthony Vitor. Alexander Wagler. Helen Wang. Hanlin Wang. Cindy Wan. Jingzi Wang. Miaojin Wang. Ru Yue Wang. Sophia Bettina Wang. Yinfei Wang. Yiyu Wang. Macy Warren. Hannah Hao Chen Wei. Hui Yu Wei. Joseph Christopher Weirawan. Jessica Wong. Jesse Wong. Ensign Wu. Fion Wu. Danny Wu. Zihan Wu. Amy Xie. Zheng Cheng Xie. Xiaohan Xie. Diane Xiang. Chenyang Xu. Chuanhui Xu. Cheng Yu Shui. Jackson Z Ming Yan. Justin Hai Yang. Lucy Yang. Christopher Yi. Emma Young. Gary Yu. Candy Yoon. Daniel Hussein Zaidi. Zachary David Zervos. Lauren Yang Zhang. Lucy Xinhui Zhang. Yi Zhang. Boyang Zheng. Olivia Zheng. Vivian Zhang. Lily Zhou. William Wenhao Zhou. Zhou. Annie Zhu. Chiyun Zhu. Kelly Jiachi Zhu. Songyue Zhu. Angela Diane Zhou. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Computing and Financial Management Honors Cooperative Program. Guillaume Bollet. Rachel Jingshi Butler. Rachel C. Yu Chu. Aryaman Singh Dillon. Jack Ronald Emo. Justin Fung. William Gao. Sunwen He. Catherine Huang. Kushan Jain. Terry Kwong. Chin Liu. Rachel Ricci Liu. Charlie Z. Chow Liu. David Loa. Carolyn Ma. Xinwei Ma. Roshi Meng. Shriji Praveen Prayag. Renuka Ravinder. Sachi Milan Kumar Shah. Deborah Lee Yi Shen. Aditya Srinivasan Mani. Gavin Sun. Sarah Elizabeth Maggie Tang. Cedric Wong. Jungsup Patrick Yi. Gerald Jiali Zhu. So I've worked all 7 ceremonies this week. And this is going to be my last one. And Mr. Chancellor's wearing a new color. So I need a selfie. Well, with that, make some noise for your graduates. This is your Faculty of Arts. Congratulations, guys.
Mr. Chancellor,
Of course.
I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
Thank you. To our graduates, new alumni of the class of 2025, my heartfelt congratulations on this accomplishment. Another round of applause for all of you. And to our honorary degree recipient, Tim Jackson, it's a pleasure to have you as a double alumnus of the University of Waterloo now. And thank you for your address. I'm sure it was really inspiring for our students, and we look forward to seeing how they meet the challenges that you have laid out for them. And I'll just say every board, every organization that I'm part of is always looking for finance help on their investment committee and accountants on their audit and finance committee. So take up as a challenge. Thank you to all of the family and friends who've gathered here today to join our graduates in this celebration and for supporting them during their academic journey. And to our new graduates, thank you. You now join our global community of more than 250,000 alumni, helping our institution stay connected to the world around us. Waterloo graduates are known for integrating knowledge and innovation across disciplines. They're known for their courage, creativity, and resilience. Above all, they are known for approaching challenges in unique ways and uncovering impactful solutions. At Waterloo, we think differently, act with purpose, and work together to make the world a better place. Take the knowledge and inspiration that you have acquired here, as many before you have, and make a difference in the world. And remember the Chancellor's words about remaining curious. And remember, he is prepared to hear about your curiosity about careers in finance and investing. Chancellor at uwaterloo.ca. As you have benefited from attending Waterloo, This institution has benefited from having you as a part of our community. We wish you all the best in the future. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome back Maying Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, to provide the closing.
Ani, bujo, sego, danse, maingan indejnakas, deshkan zibi and donjiba, maingan dodem. Just wanted to share a little bit of my language. You probably didn't know what I meant, but it's a language that reflects the feeling of tonight. The jubilation, the friendship, and the honor of watching your faces as you went by the stage. Your families, how they endorsed and strengthened you in the things that you've decided to do in life. It was just an honor to be here. I'm reminded, though, of a little different ceremony that we do in our communities. European education kind of changed things in North America. In fact, around 1490, when Columbus landed here, there was 60 million Indigenous people throughout North America. And by 1850, we were reduced to about 250,000. So the population decreased a lot. But during those times, what kept us strong was our ceremonies. And ceremony is exactly what we did tonight, but in a different way that we would consider it. We think about our families and our communities, not so much in the rows that you're sitting tonight. You're kind of sitting in the way that we've learned how to learn. But imagine it being in a circle rather than in a way that it's situated now. Within that circle, all your friends, family, supporters, and everybody's in that circle, because that circle becomes the strength of who we are. And inside the middle of that circle would be a fire. So imagine sitting around a fire in a circle, and the fire represents the strength of who you could be in your heart. There's a fire that allows you to become aware of your surroundings, but also helps you to learn things and to grow. So we reach for that fire when we're looking to achieve things like school and things that you're doing in life. So that fire becomes a reflection, though, of life in itself. Every circle has, there's no end, there's no beginning. But when we look at our circle, we find that it starts as a child, like we are as babies, born to the world in the womb of our mother, but we are born to the world. Then we become teenagers. We become a little rebellious. We kind of change and try to find who we are during that period. And then we get into adulthood, where we start thinking about jobs and partners and life and that type of life that we're in. And then we reach an age when we become elderly, where we become grandparents. And we know that circle actually starts to complete itself. And we don't know how many years that would be. For everybody, it's different. Some have very short circles and some have long circles. But in that time that we do have, we need to think about what we do to fulfill that time. And in honor of the elders who taught us these things, I want to point out one elder that was here at the university in the Faculty of Engineering. Elder Bill was a man of integrity and strength and culture. And just the other night, he is now with our ancestors. We lost him just a few nights ago, but what we want to remember him by is his resilience and strength. And he's got a question for you. As now he's with Creator, he'd like to ask every one of you, now that you've graduated and you've got to this point, what are you going to do with that education? He'd like to make a suggestion that whatever it is, think about the generations to come. Think about the earth that you live on and how we need to unify to make it healthy and strong. Because if we pollute our water, we pollute ourselves. If we destroy the environment, we destroy ourselves. And so the elders want you to remember that. Whatever trade or skill that you have, put that someplace in your priorities. Because it's not just for you, it's for your children, your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and generations to come. So the elders always want to remind us about that. Reach into that fire, find what you need for strength. Give our children a chance to have a loving place. And speaking of love, that's how our elders would end the circle. They would try to remind us that everything we do in life and how great it can be is based on the love we have within our heart. Let's share that love more. When I see the wars today and I see the anger that's existing and the climate change issues, we need to find love within ourselves to make the differences that will help all of us live better. So in our language, we say Zagidawin, which means I love you. And if that's the end of your educational career at the university, I hope it ends on that note. We love you because we do. And that's what our elders always want you to know. So the University of Waterloo loves you, and we hope that your journeys will go great for the rest of your life. Miigwech, everybody.
This is where I typically say thank you, Elder Henry, but I'm going to say, Elder Henry, we love you. And we absolutely also love the Cedar Hill Singers for gracing our ceremony and for sharing the ceremony with us. Thank you very much. Now, in the middle of all this love, we also have to remember that there's work to be done, and that these contributions are an important reminder of the work that is underway and the work still to be done in recognizing all of the historical and ongoing wrongs perpetrated against Indigenous people and the legacy of colonialism that is still in place today. I have also learned that the class of 2005 is not only smart and courageous, but you're super fun, high energy, and I can only imagine how much fun tonight is going to be as you celebrate with your families. To all families, friends, supporters, and the class of 2025, it is my privilege to say that Convocation is officially adjourned. Please rise, if able, and stay at your place while the stage party departs. Good evening.